talking about my friend dying, like, God forbid, right, yeah, touch wood, no Diddy, right, yeah. If Mark died, and Mark is one of my closest friends, and we're both industry, I wouldn't 5 months later, when it's time to do the song with Sting, be dancing like that. Man's dancing like man was an op. That bro, you know what? I was like this.
Dancing these ops.
I swear to God, Gabs, I watched that and I was like, you are a sick man.
And in the interviews as well. And the fact that his mum never got on with him.
The interview looked like. When he had the interview, the interview looked like. Even when he was talking, he spoke more about himself than he did about the family, innit?
Yeah.
Like, they're doing a lot for me.
I've never heard it so quiet in the studio before.
Huh?
I've never heard it so quiet in the studio before. Yeah. Silence.
Motherfucker,
I like this dual screen stuff though.
Come on. Dual screen though? What do you mean? Oh, well, man.
I only just found out you could dual screen on a MacBook when I moved here.
Really?
When I came here, because I've never ever. I knew you could do it on a PC, but I've never done it on a MacBook.
Really?
And the first time I ever utilised a dual screen was when I was working in Bupa. So in my life, I did not know it can be that effective.
You worked on one screen?
Bupa, I worked on 2 screens.
No, but I said, but generally you worked on one screen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Generally, I've always worked off one screen.
No, I work on 3.
I used to work on 3 as well.
Ooh.
When I worked at Kindred.
See that?
That's my setup at home.
When I worked at Kindred. Yeah, when I worked at Kindred, I'd have one screen for what I was writing, I had one screen for what I'm researching, and then one screen for something else. So it could either be work or it could just be like what I'm listening to.
Oh wait, what you're listening to?
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Sorry, everyone listening, pardon me. That's just got me in a blender. So my voice is going to sound absolutely horrendous. This is episode 250 of DSP podcast. DSP, wow. Big 250.
Yep, 250, man.
I felt like clapping cheeks, but cool. Have you ever wait there before have you ever seen that meme of like Mario Kart and it's like people clapping and it's like Donkey Kong going
Nah.
I'll find a picture, it's hilarious. Who do you have in the studio tomorrow, right?
Drinks.
Behind the camera.
Okay, bro.
Kay's got travel issues, so she won't be here, but she'll be back next week. Mark, how you doing?
Good to hear that she's in good health. I thought she was like ill or something.
She's always ill, isn't it?
Most days off. Times, you know.
Most days off.
Damn. I'm alright.
Sure?
No, but I'm alright.
What?
Maybe. I don't know. See how I feel. What about you?
Minus asthma triggering me for the first time in 3 years. I'm alright.
Say asthma?
Yeah. I went for a run yesterday to get that to kind of free up the mucus in my chest. And for half of the run, I was just spitting bile. It was pissing me off.
Have you got one of them things?
I ain't got a nebulizer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, nebulizer.
I ain't got a nebulizer. I used to have one, but I just...
The blue one or the brown one?
Both.
Okay.
So I've been using my brown inhaler, so just to free up the chest so I can move. How you doing, guys?
I'm good. I've, today's been mad eventful. 5 a.m. watching the Diddy documentary.
Okay, cool. We'll jump into it straight away then. Because that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw you posted earlier on.
Yeah, I saw it too.
But I wanted to hear your opinion first before I have mine.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
I'm not either. So,
alright, this is the thing with the whole Diddy situation. When I watched the documentary, for me, I always watch you don't know me, I don't watch series and things like that, right? So if I'm watching something, it's more so educational. Mm-hmm. I'm not really watching the Diddy stuff for entertainment. For me, it was more so just to understand how this guy went wrong. Like, how can someone at this level...
Oh, but who was that?
I know, it's fine with you. I'm thinking, how can someone at this level get down to this level so quick? And why are so many people willing to come out and talk against him? What has he done to people? Blah, 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 blah. And just learning from, obviously, his mistakes. I'm watching it. And it's like, okay, cool. See the first part, second part. And then it got to the part where the guy who co-founded Bad Boy spoke about Diddy running up in the office with a bat and forcing him to sign 25% over. Yeah. And that's when I started to think, okay, now it's getting a bit... Now it's probably heading towards a direction where we're going to start hearing way more fabricated stories, right? But then...
Why do you believe it's fabricated?
I just believe running up in a studio with a bat, you would need more than a bat to make
Office.
an office. Yeah, you would need more than a bat to make a grown man.
He was with his people as well, though.
But then even the whole thing was sign it over and I'll give it back to you. So why did you have to pull up with a like? It just for me it just sounds I don't know. But that's not even the part that that's not the part that I'm necessarily like I'm not necessarily not believing. It got to the part where I don't know if you and it's because I looked at the story and
I watched it twice. Sorry,
it didn't come across accurate when I read the story afterwards, and I remember Richie was telling me about the exact same thing. But remember, the guy said Diddy's guy was shooting at Suge Knight's guy discreetly with the gun to his stomach like this.
Yeah.
hit him in his head or whatever. Yeah.
And then said Suge Knight grabbed Diddy to stop the guy from shooting Suge Knight.
Yeah, apparently.
And then Suge Knight didn't have a gun on him. Grabbing Diddy, if you wanted to shoot Suge Knight, would not stop you from shooting Suge Knight. Just because he has no gun on him, so you can actually just go up to him and shoot him. It doesn't make any sense. Like, that whole thing is... That's when I'm like, okay, cool, now it's a movie. Because that's what you see in movies. They grab someone and... But usually when they do that, they grab someone and there's a gun involved.
I looked at that as fight or flight.
Like... It was that, right?
Plus, go on.
And then, when it got to this is when I said, okay, cool, this is a bunch of nonsense now. I can't even say nonsense, but this is when I got to a stage where I'm thinking, okay, cool, they're over them. Yeah, like when I think it's Lil Rod spoke about, I could be in we'll party with Diddy. And
I have an issue with him, but that's I would say after Mark's part.
He'll get us on drugs, and sometimes I'll wake up next to Diddy. Sometimes I'll wake up next to girls. Right? Okay, cool. There's an issue with that. After he's drugged you the first time and you've woken up next to him, how have you allowed him to drug you again and you wake up next to him, and drug you again and now you wake up technically? It doesn't make sense. And he said his bum was sore. So how have you allowed? 100%.
And the shock factor of it is so that they don't know how to maneuver around it. Plus, we're talking about a man who's so powerful that even through the documentary, for example, said, you know, if I wanted to kill you, I could just take you to a park at this type of time.
Yeah, that was cool.
So then, as an example, the people around him, especially if you were actively outside for 30 plus years, you build a reputation for what you did. But sorry, continue.
It's just because he said he was drugged, right? Spiked.
Yes.
So my understanding is usually when someone gets spiked, they don't allow themselves to get spiked multiple times.
It depends on what.
If he was forcefully multiple times,
great.
Then that's sorry, my bad. I'm gonna think that.
You better.
You won't.
Definitely was. If he was forcefully multiple times, then it's like you know what, you can't really say anything because it's forcefully and it's happened multiple times. Cool, but if you're saying he spiked you multiple times, then it's like you don't hear of someone getting spiked multiple times, and each and every single time they wake up to something new. Because now you're walking into that situation now.
Can I add another caveat?
Yeah, man.
You work within the industry. I've been around industry people, but I've never been in that type of space. We don't know how shit goes down in them circles or how that happens. I think certain things for us, from a logical perspective, we're like, but I wouldn't be putting that. You know, when some people get hand the lost in the glitz and the glamour, whatever, there's things that can happen because you naturally switch off.
He never once said, Diddy said, if I stop going to these parties, he's going to X and Y to me. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. But it sounds more so his issue with Diddy, and he doesn't have a problem with confronting Diddy because he was confronting him over the money, which shows...
Yeah, but that was over the phone.
Yeah, but then still though, if you can confront Diddy over the phone, then it shows, not that you don't fear him, but it shows you can stand your ground. To the extent where you don't have to go and meet him every time for him to spike you.
And obviously we don't know to what effect that could be. Like, I don't believe he probably confronted him in person, especially after the whole thing. He said he saw the guy go into the bathroom and then he heard shots. I don't think it'll be around them times.
And then, so with his story anyway, I'm not kind of buying that. I'm not. But I think he was involved in it. Personally, I think he was involved.
Do you honestly believe that Diddy may have something to do with Tupac and Biggie's death?
No.
Okay.
I've researched it. Like, I've gone down rabbit holes. I saw a Major Thing talk about it on Instagram. And I've gone down so many rabbit holes, right? Tupac attacked a hood guy.
A crip.
He had no business doing that. Tupac tried to prove a point by attacking that guy. He didn't have the issue with that guy. He tried to earn some stripes by attacking that guy. The truth is,
what about the first shooting though?
What do you mean I'm not too sure on the first one. I just know in terms of his death,
because that one was dodgy.
I just know in terms of his death, I don't think that was something Diddy was. I don't think that's something Diddy was involved in. But even the last part would be two more things. The Kalina Harper, she was backing Diddy, but then now she's okay to speak out against Diddy. But my thing is, the only reason why she did it, she stated, is because Diddy was not peeling her off any money for her child custody battles. And my thing's like, to me, maybe
as in the girl from
Dirty Money? From Dirty Money.
But she even still made the statement,
which is crazy, right? But to me, my thing is, okay, cool. You lot that knew this was going on and knew Diddy was abusing women and knew Diddy was fiddling with men without their consent and all of these things you knew Diddy was doing, and not one of you have said anything, but it took Cassie to have the courage to come out and say something. It took Cassie to come out and have the courage to say something. But then none of you have come out and said anything. None of the men have come out and said anything.
Yeah, but two things can be true.
No, of course it can. But for me, it's like, once again, if you fear Diddy to the extent where you can't speak out against him because you believe he can get you killed, because he's in prison right now, why do you have the courage to speak out against him? Because he can still get you whacked from prison easily. He hasn't lost his power. He can still get you whacked from prison. Diddy's still that powerful. He's still got that money. He can still get you whacked.
Yeah, so but maybe they feel a bit safer now that he's in prison, or maybe they feel a bit safe because he's on trial. It does look a bit dodgy if someone would disappear or whatever.
You can say that, but I feel as if it's more a money related thing. I feel it's definitely a more money related thing that they're getting paid to speak out now. And so now they're willing to come and say their story. Because even the guy that said he started Bad Boys with Diddy, towards the end, I think he said something like, "Oh yeah, Diddy abused me as well." But it's like, why was that the last thing you said?
Financial abuse, though.
I just
financial abuse is different.
I hear where you're coming from, but
I just don't like. Anyway, like just watching it, it was just something that obviously Pops is always kind of showing is. A whistleblower only blows their whistle when they're not profiting from the corruption or when the whole thing has been exposed. And to save yourself, now you're going to start running your mouth. It kind of reminds me of the R. Kelly situation.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's some truth to that, but also the fact that sometimes people feel more safe. They may have been living with this for a while and having the courage, like if someone's being abused. I mean, sometimes it takes them a while.
Of course, 100%. That's why, like with and this is another thing with Cassie. I've got different opinions on her. I actually believe Cassie was involved in the trafficking, but that's another thing. I don't want to. But cool.
Well, didn't she recently?
She's getting sued for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's getting sued for that, and it's actually going to court. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because I think, by law, she is definitely involved.
I don't think it's just Diddy. There's a team of people around him.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's my
to blame as well, but he is the head.
That is my point. Exactly. Diddy is a freak, a weirdo, a strange guy. But there is a bunch of people that were behind this, and they knew it was happening, and they're only willing... And obviously, some people, they have to build the courage to talk out. But it can't be everyone builds the courage to talk out at the same time. Nah, for me.
But the thing is, I liken it to... What's my man that they said that he committed suicide in jail?
Epstein.
Yeah.
But remember what I said though, right? You only blow the whistle when you're not profiting from the corruption or the whole thing gets exposed.
Yeah.
Now everyone's blowing the whistle. Oh, I wasn't there, but this person was there. Oh, this person might be. That's all it is. And I guarantee you, when the files come out, you're going to see everyone blowing the whistle. You're going to see people that were there saying, yeah, I was there, but I was only there because I got invited by this guy. And I wasn't really there for a long time. This guy brought me. And then that guy's going to say, yeah, but I was only there because this guy brought me here. And then it's going to keep on whistleblowing. For me, say something when it happens. Or
I don't think you can always say something when it happens, though.
You can't always. You can't. But it's like the last point I want to make it reminds me of the R. Kelly thing where someone said, I was the one that forged the documents so that R. Kelly can marry Aaliyah. Yeah, you should go to prison. You should go to prison. You should go to prison. Well, how have you been able to... So you're involved in this nonce behaviour as well. You've come out and you've said you're the one that did it.
Mm.
And it's like... But then, this is why I don't believe it's correct, because I don't know if there's a statute of limitation on that, but...
There is a statute of limitation on
okay, so cool, that's probably why he can come out and admit that. But it's like, I don't know.
Certain people sign certain deals, isn't it?
Some SA charges, there's a certain part of limitation.
A certain amount of...
So then, when you talk about whistleblowing for some people came out and spoke about it, because ultimately, the limitation for them was coming to an end. Cassie's one, the limitation was coming to an end, so boom. Mark, what are you going to say?
No, carry on.
Okay, cool, so... I'll be honest, documentary's done incredibly well.
Very well.
Because what it does is it sets you up from Diddy the child to Diddy the adult.
I thought what was really good is...
Do you believe the stuff they're saying about his mum?
So, what, that it being his auntie?
That his mum beating him badly and...
Probably, yeah.
I thought what was good is that they showed the footage of him 6 days before the trial.
So... Things I've learned from watching the documentary as well before I kind of go into my rhetoric of how I think about it. So he expected to bust case, so hired someone to film, and in him doing that, what's basically happened is he's hired people to film him, and then didn't pay the people for the footage, and that's why that footage was able to be used. Was up for grabs. Cool.
So they owned the masters.
So no problem for that. I like the process of how a documentary film, because ultimately it wasn't to tell you things that people didn't already know in what we already think man was a psychopath or whatever he was.
Would you say it was character based?
It was, yeah. It was to tell you that this guy is an awful person, and for what he did, the time he got in jail wasn't enough. So I'm not angry about that part. Cool. I watched episode 1. I watched Albie Shaw. I watched all these people come out and talk about who he was as a person. Now, first of all, I thought, was right, this guy looked real Somali when he was younger. But then I was like, it is what it is. Right? So I'm listening. The one thing that we learned by watching this was him as a person, he was always linked to a level of Effries, and he seemed to walk away with roses on him.
Yeah.
So his dad was a big drug dealer, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't really know his dad.
I've heard his dad was a police informer, and his mum is his auntie. So there's so many different stories. We're not even going to go into that part. So for him, for example, so I'm also looking at that, okay, cool. You were at Howard, you dropped at Howard, you linked up with Andre Harrell, correct?
Yeah.
And you kind of
Uptown Records.
Yeah, you kind of made yourself into someone that needed to be around.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. In doing that, you built yourself up. You was making parties. You wanted to be the main guy. He had main character syndrome. Cool. Most people have a lot of people have in this day and age have main character syndrome. No problem. He didn't have main character syndrome. He was doing parties and that basketball event. Can I blame him for it? Yes and no. But if we're looking at that as the first initial thing, where things have happened and he comes out smelling like roses in the long and short of it, then if we're looking at 2024 and then we're looking at 1991, you're looking at it like, okay, cool, like I can understand why this is a problem.
Right, it's a problem. Cool. Yeah.
Fast forward to like the people talking about the paperwork, things that don't make sense. Cool, I'm not gonna argue with paperwork. right? Yeah. Episode 2, we get to the Diddy Biggie stuff, like, and I think episode 2 was the episode that pissed me off the most, but not in the way you did it. Do I believe he was at fault? He's linked to the Diddy and Tupac beef. I'm deaf. I'm undecided. Certain things don't make sense. Shooting in the lift, in the building. Certain things just don't make sense. I can believe the jealousy of Biggie and being cool with Tupac, and you know what I'm trying to say. I can believe all of that stuff. My biggest issue, and Gab may think I'm being childish here, because Biggie died 2 days after my birthday, right?
Yeah.
So my biggest issue is this: because it's 6 months, when you did the documentary and we're talking about the Rolling Stones magazine or whatever, it looked weird. Cool. If we're talking about my friend dying, like, God forbid, right? Yeah, touch wood, no Diddy, right? Yeah. If Mark died, and Mark is one of my closest friends, and we're both industry, I wouldn't 5 months later, when it's time to do the song with Sting, be dancing like that. Man's dancing like man was an op. That bro, you know what? I was like this.
Dancing these ops.
I swear to God, Gabs, I watched that and I was like, you are a sick man.
And in the interviews as well. And the fact that his mum never got on with him.
The interview looked like, when he had the interview, the interview looked like, even when he was talking, he spoke more about himself than he did about the family, innit?
Yeah.
Like, they're doing a lot for me. Then I'm like, but we're asking about Christopher Wallace. We're not talking about you. So I'm like, sometimes it's the language used that made me feel uncomfortable. Cool. Now, episode 3. I'm going to episode 3. The little Rod thing. There's parts of what you say which I agree with. There's parts thing, and one of the things I learned about episode 3 was a lot of people who were around him were complicit to the F3s because they didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
But there's also the woman who came out and called out the sexual assault of him in the 90s. Right, yeah.
She's different. Yeah.
In the music video.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where it's on paper, it's on record.
I felt it for
her, she said he played it. Yeah.
Which I think is bottom tier anyway. Cool. Now, the situation about the shooting in the studio and what's his name, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah. And them not standing over the in the studio didn't see that guy again. Now, there's a theory that Empire, the series Empire, you've never seen it, Game.
It's based on...
Oh, no, I've seen it.
Yeah. So Empire is based on...
1, yeah. Not the second one, the first series.
Yeah, so the Empire is based on them. So the son who does everything you want him to, right, yeah, Justin,
yeah.
The son who wants to be hood but he ain't hood, Christian Combs, King Combs, and then the son who wants to be accepted but isn't accepted, but in his case, who's not really his son but it's not his son, which is Quincy's Albie Shores. Yeah. So I was like, and then Cookie Lion, instead of it being his wife, being his mum.
Okay.
So remember, he signed over 25% to his boy,
75%,
and 75% to his mother.
Yeah.
So naturally, and here's the argument which me and Gabe will probably go back and forth on. I do believe, and I've been around people like this, when you have unchecked behavior as you get older, and you start to develop power, people can't tell you nothing. It's like kids.
Of course,
you don't address bad behavior from young, cool. So can I believe he slapped his mum? Yes. Yeah. Can I believe that he picked up a bully mentality because he started to feel himself? Yes. Can I believe, for example, if Andre Hero fired him because he felt like he was getting too big for his britches, that the minute you're telling me Total, 112, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, all these people that you're linked with, that you're like, I can do X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm trying to say? Then, yeah, I'm going to start to believe certain things are true. Now, I do believe, here's the thing is, the documentary is set in place to show you that he's an awful person. Did it get that off? Yes. Right, yeah. I think one of the hardest things to watch in that whole documentary was the bit with Aubrey O'Day.
Yeah.
Now, Aubrey O'Day has been a loud voice about Diddy for years.
Yeah.
So, again, another person where it can't be like, oh yeah, she's talking out now with the...
Oh yeah, of course, she's been
She has been for years. Now, with Aubrey O'Day doing that, and then having, for example, the emails, cool. Then someone saying, oh, I saw you on a videotape that she doesn't remember. And she was like, I don't want to take this to court, because if I take this to court and it's not true, any other woman who's been through something like this, it nullifies the thing of it. Then, if it does happen, now it's in my mind of, so that's the elements of what I'm channeling here. Now, obviously, it's showing you back and forth from past to the modern day times. Cool. The Cassie thing, do I believe that she's complicit in some of the behaviours? Yes. But again, to go and kick a woman and then drag her across the floor.
Yeah, he's abusing her. Yeah, 100%.
So there's an element of abuse which is there anyway. The man telling me about pink cocaine.
Yeah.
Bro, like, this guy, they said, until he hurt his hand, I think, the issue with Kim Porter, he didn't drink.
His hand
he didn't drink, he didn't do drugs. So then before, he was a piece of shit before, but not on the extremity end.
Not on the extreme end.
So then the minute he became a thing where he was on drugs, and they're showing man where he's got super energy. I said, this guy's corpse.
Yeah.
This guy's black people's steak. He's done out here, bro. He's done.
One thing I'll say, do you remember that scene where he was walking through the house and Cassie was in the studio type? She looked uncomfortable.
Jumpy.
Yeah.
When he's like, oh, what are you doing here? He's like, this is Cassie.
She looked scared.
There was a part where he was recording with Lil Rod.
Go on.
There was a part where he was recording with Lil Rod, and Lil Rod must have said something. I was like, don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again.
One thing I will say.
Go on.
I want to know, because I want to know his story, but I don't think we'll ever get it. Is it Bensworth?
Farnsworth.
Farnsworth.
Yeah.
Where
Farnsworth
is
Bentley,
he?
with his family, minding his business. So then, what I liked was Suge Knight saying some execs are in the background, some execs want to be in the front page, which is true. Yeah. He didn't lie about it. What did I think? Obviously, I've seen clips about Nipsey being in the studio with Puff, and he's like, "Don't clap."
I've seen that. Yeah,
don't clap.
I saw
man clapped.
I saw the
and then the
video.
thing is, they say LA natives. You know, when they feel like you're taking a piss, they adjust their hat. Right, yeah. And he clapped louder. He's like, it was one of them where
I was threw up neighborhood afterwards as well.
So again,
he threw up neighborhood crip afterwards as well.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm from out here. You're not doing anything we don't need to do. But when we got to the final episode, we're talking about whatever. Like, my thing was this: this guy's an awful person. The time he got in prison, for me, isn't long enough.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is here, and I say this to him. This is how law works. He wasn't put in jail for domestic violence.
No.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. All that did was change public opinion. But there was one thing, this is what I had to get to. I think the secondary thing that pissed me off. Juror 160 is a Diddy fan.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Diddy fan.
The black girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a picture of her with him from years ago. She's a Diddy fan. She's a liar. Right, yeah? So then again, it's easy to kind of, if I'm in Diddy's legal team, and I'm also got 3 years. 3 years for a 30-year tirade, and I still don't have to. And that Black Rob, even the Shine thing is dark, bro.
Black Rob,
yeah. Me and Gabs talk about
it. Mike, what do you call it, Mike? All the people that like Craig Mack. I said, raw.
I was surprised to see his wife on there.
Did Craig Mack die?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
When she spoke about it, I was just like, that's... But even going back to the whole Biggie thing, that he was meant to go to London, and the way that Diddy was like, no, stay here, we're going to LA. And that hurt. That hurt. But also, I noticed they didn't really lean into Kim's death or really speak about it that much.
Need you?
Yeah. Because some people still believe that he has something to do with
people can
death.
talk about, there wasn't enough about Misa. People can talk about Kim Porter. People can talk about, there's multiple things they can talk about.
Yeah.
And then my thing was, the documentary, for me, wasn't anything to do about Kim Porter. They talk about, okay, you have a girl, you have a wife thing.
And the way he pursued her type of thing.
Like, he liked going after people's partners, he liked doing that with Misa.
Yeah, why didn't they go into...
But Gabs, this is the thing about...
Yeah.
Documentaries.
I said it differently. It's not about...
Yeah. If it was about their relationship, then
it's
yes.
not about that.
But it was about him.
It's about showing you the type of person he is. The type of man he is. I don't want her, but I want her because if that's the guy and I can take a girl off the guy, then I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me.
Always been weird to me.
But I just looked at those elements of the thing and I was like, the things that are kind of dubious, like what you're mentioning, I'm not going to argue what you're mentioning because obviously it's cognitive reasoning for certain things that make sense to you. The things that don't make sense to me or how it displays certain things, I'm going to look at you mad.
Yeah.
I still think you're an awful, like, the chain on, I don't want the chain on, I'm going to take this chain off. There's certain things that look like, oh, the hand sanitizer thing. Don't go outside and then hug people, bro.
Yeah. No. The thing is, it did do what it was meant to do.
Of course.
In making Diddy.
No, but I think it did do what it wanted to do because you had footage of him 6 days before the trial, him acting up, him trying to like PR stunt this, like, let me show the people some love. I've not been here for a while. Let me go outside and hug people and shake hands with people. Trying to portray something else. And even like him trying to change his name that time to, is it Love?
Dr. Love. Or...
I'm like,
it's poor. It's poor.
And then only because the Cassie video came out, that's when he tried to be like. But he didn't really apologise to her. He's like, I'm sorry that you saw it, type of thing.
I do have one question though.
What?
So Little Rod was promised what, 250 grand?
Yeah.
And this is 29.
So then this is the point of where there's points of where like where I'm thinking like how similar to how Gabriel thinks. Cool. So if, for example, how can I word this in the right way? If, for example, he got paid 250 grand, does he negate the abuse?
That's what I was gonna say. It's more, for me, it seemed like it was more about the money. It seemed like it was more about the money. Like, he's confronted him about everything other than the abuse.
Do you reckon if he got paid, he wouldn't say something?
Of course he wouldn't say something. Everything could...
You know what was nasty as well? The fact that...
And I'm not saying everyone's like... Everyone is...
I know.
Yeah.
But what was nasty to me also, and I know this may be bad business practice or maybe I don't know. But you know the whole thing, like, if he's in your video, he's charging you, his own artist, he's charging them.
Yeah, but it's like he pays for that studio.
No, in the video.
That's different. That's cool. That's crazy. But the studio stuff, I'm like,
and he's done his artist dirty.
I agree with that. But when I saw them saying the stuff about he was recouping studio costs, I'm like, yeah, well, of course you're meant to recoup studio costs. He's paid for the studio, like he's paying this studio every month, so of course he's gonna recoup the cost. Like that's a standard thing in any music contract. Like anyone you talk to, recording costs aren't free. You're always going to recoup.
I understood that part.
And just because he owns a studio doesn't mean he's not paying for. Like remember, he's paying monthly. At least most like most buildings are. So he'll be paying. He's still paid. He'll still be paying for an engineer. He'll still be paying for the engineer's time and them mixing the vocals. And so
to me, it kind of sounded like, you know, when artists just get an advance, and then that may be it.
The argument of
I do think though the splits weren't correct though.
But if you look at it, a lot of bad boy artists were done dirty,
and that's the argument I was going to say. The argument we were saying is you could talk about Jay, for example, or both of them being billionaires, being moguls. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now I call it fair use practice. Now, if you're telling me every person you've ever managed have done well and whatever, cool. Half the artists you've ever managed, right, are on their arse or past.
Or broke,
or in jail.
So,
or been to jail.
I look at that, okay, cool. If that's the argument, cool. Then you also look at like, you are way up. Like, you hear that game story like, oh yeah, I ran around with Diddy doing parties, whatever, and he was like, oh no, I can't sign you, I'm going to give you to Dre. Right, yeah? Which in my mind, it's like, okay, cool, you did that, but if that's because you couldn't control someone like Game if he starts moving mad, or it's safer for him if he signs someone on the West Coast.
On the West Coast. Yeah.
So that's the argument where it's a bit like, boom. For example, I'm not angry at Game for not saying anything about Diddy, even though he came out the other day on his birthday and said, free Diddy, free R. Kelly. Right, yeah. But at the end of the day, he has a loyalty to him. So I'm not going to be angry about man doing that. There's people who, for example, like, Diddy's friends with people where some of their deaths are weird. Brittany Murphy. Yeah. Right, yeah, he's friends with Aston Kutcher. Well, DiCaprio's one of his friends. Listen, white people did white people things to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
They're still his friends, but publicly...
But they thought, yeah.
But, listen, for me, I think I learned a lot about the documentary. I learned a lot about him from the documentary, just childhood-wise, whatever. Do you believe he was beaten as a kid? Yes. Like, just do. I just do.
I believe, I believe that, you know, as I said, I believe he was abusing people. I believe he's a wrong, and I believe he's got problems. But it's just, at the same time, I also want to know who else is involved in all of this. There's
You
more
want
people.
the whole.
I want the whole thing.
So
yeah,
I believe
need
there's
the
a
whole
woman.
thing.
There's a woman on his team.
Mm.
Yeah.
What he's
the white woman, right? Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot her name though.
I think she's equally as complicit in the F-read as that, but let's move on from this. As I talk about music or someone relevant in music and involved in some of the best music of all time, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Who would you say the greatest songwriters of all time are? I know who you're going with the first one.
Yeah, we know.
I've already rolled my eyes so much. I'm already falling asleep in this fucking studio.
Obviously.
Robert.
Shout out Brit for this topic as well.
I've got to give.
She mentioned me about this the other day, and I was like, "This is a good topic," but I weren't here last week, so
I've got to give something to.
I beg your pardon.
Well, yeah, not like that. What, Robert? I got a shout out to Robert.
Yeah, that's insane. I have to give.
I got a shout out to Robert. Yeah, I got a shout out to Robert.
Is that your one?
Yeah, that's my number one. I'll say Robert.
I got a few
of all time. Babyface is real good.
Babyface is the number one.
Yeah, Babyface is real good. I'll say Robert. I'll say Robert, Babyface.
I'm not a big fan of Babyface though.
Yeah, I'll say Robert and Babyface.
Mark?
I've got Teddy Riley.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
The Dream. Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
And Missy Elliott.
So Stevie Wonder was in mine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Prince was in mine. Smokey Robinson, even though he's a creep.
Yeah, he's
Elton John.
Okay.
But that's David Bowie. Yeah. That's David Bowie in there, but yeah. So, what do you think, especially for those people, especially the people you named, what do you think sets them apart from other people? Gabriel's pissed because he just lost money, innit?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not even pissed because I lost money. It's because I would have won a bag 5. But anyway, cool. But I think what sets them apart is variety. Like,
and the type of songs they play.
Yeah, like I think, for example, like Babyface, he's with a variety of different songs, and they don't sound the same. You don't hear it and be like, "Oh, this is a song written by him." You won't know it's a song written by him, because they're so different, and he tailors it to the artist he's writing for.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say the same with R. Kelly. I actually will say though, there's two really popular ones.
Michael Jackson falls into this as well, but yeah.
Yeah, 2 popular ones. Like, okay, cool. It's the Marcus Houston song. I knew was written by
the one that's him and Joe Budden.
Yeah, I knew that was written by R. Kelly.
Clubbing.
Yeah, I knew that was written by R. Kelly.
Some of the ones I can tell. The B2K one.
You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and Girlfriend.
And Diddy on that as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Hey yo, collaborations
Diddy's on joint. Like, he's on so many songs. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's got a verse. It's on a Waka Flocka song. I think it's his best verse.
What Waka Flocka said?
What, Diddy?
Yeah, on the Waka Flocka song.
I've never liked the Diddy verse.
The best Diddy verse.
No, that verse is cold,
The best Diddy verse.
His deliveries.
The best Diddy verse is on the I Get Money. Yeah, Diddy did it.
Apparently 50 wrote it.
He's like, no, J wrote that.
Jay-Z's a good writer. Rick Ross is a good writer. If we're talking hip hop.
Kendrick as well. Kendrick has written for Baby Keem. He's written for SZA.
And we gotta respect. And we gotta respect Lil Yachty. We gotta respect Lil Yachty.
To write for a woman is not easy.
And he's written for Drake as well. So yeah, it's hard to do. It's real hard to do. So I respect Lil Yachty, even though I might not like his music. I respect his ability to construct a song.
I saw him perform a couple months ago. He opened up for Tyler.
Oh yeah. I was in
Tyler Creator.
Oh, Tyler Creator. Oh, okay, yeah. But
not South African Tyler.
Yeah, that would be crazy if he did that. But yeah, no, like I would say it's more so for me. I'll say variety, adapting to that artist and their style. That for me, that's what That's what will make you stand out.
Yeah, because Jay-Z forgot about Dre, innit? No, still Dre.
Still.
Yeah, he wrote for Dre.
He done the verse for Dre and Snoop.
Yes, he did. He did Still Dre. I just remember that actually. Yeah, he did Still Dre. He wrote the whole thing, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Royce done the message, the song on that album with Dre and Mary J. Blige. The song that he's devoted to his brother.
Devoted to his brother.
Royce wrote that.
But it's interesting because it's like it kind of. Okay, cool. Let me ask this question. Gabriel always is. If you was to write a song for a musician, for a rapper or an R&B singer, who would you write it for, and why have you picked that person?
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Why?
Tough one. Ooh.
I'll go for an easy one for me. It'll probably be my brother. And it'll probably be something quite personal.
I agree with that. What about you, Gabriel?
It's hard, isn't it?
It is tough, bro. I wouldn't want to write for a rapper.
Why?
Because I've done that before.
You want to be out your comfort zone.
I want to expand. I would say, okay, if we're talking artists right now,
I've got one.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. This is a tough question. Raven Lene. I would say, yeah, I'd want to be in the studio with her.
Trying to think.
The one I have in mind is a friend of mine, Obi Frankie, singer.
So, for a rapper, I'd love to write for. Actually, no. We're going singer. I'd love to write for Cleo Soul.
Of course.
Or Sinead Harnett or Sasha Keeble, them three. For a rapper, I'd love to write for. Oh my god. Zeddy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it'll be like a really fun, catchy song.
Yeah.
Because it's out of the ballpark. It's out of the ballpark of what already exists, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have one with Zylo.
Zylo's music is eclectic, so I can kind of see you in that way. So yeah.
Zeddy's a good one.
Huh?
Zeddy's a good one still.
It makes the most sense. He's young. Mm-hmm. It's vibing music. It's viral music. It kind of does what it's meant to be doing. I think he had like 4 songs charting. Like last year or this year, had 3 songs charting at the same time, like a global antics.
Yeah.
Mark, you had a topic about monopolizing the market.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have heard right now is that Netflix are trying to buy Warner Brothers, and from my understanding, it's more the streaming stuff of Warner Brothers, like the HBO Max channels and stuff like that. And now that Paramount have made, they've upped their bid to I think 106 billion, whereas Netflix they bidded I think 86 or 87 billion. But for Paramount, it's more of their whole catalogue and the streaming stuff, which for me makes more sense, as in they're not going to mess around with the theatrical part of it, whereas Netflix want to not ruin cinema, but they want the audience to come to them. So let's say Warner Brothers releases, let's say Superman, the next Superman film, Netflix would have their idea, they want it for like 2 days in the cinema, then on Netflix.
That's stupid.
So they kind of want to just like, they don't care about cinemas. They want it for their network. So that's the bidding war at the moment. But how do you feel? I can see the pros and cons to a lot of things, because I've always said this: Disney Plus are to blame for this whole thing of different streaming places popping up everywhere now.
Why would you blame Disney Plus before we get to your
'Cause
question?
when Netflix was good, let's say even go back in the day where Netflix was called Love Films.
Okay. Netflix has Love Films.
Yeah.
What year was this? Because Netflix has been around since 2005.
Before 2005.
Okay, cool.
I remember Love Films. I used to rent video games and everything from there.
Okay, cool.
Same company. Alright, let's say before that, or when Netflix was about, they had everything on their platform. There was no other streaming network. Netflix was basically the streaming blockbusters. So you had everything from different studios on there, which was fine. Everyone loved it. Disney had the idea of like, wait a minute, what about if we have our own stuff? And remember, this is happening, I think, either before COVID or after COVID. So they run up the contract and said, okay, we're removing all our stuff from Netflix and have it on our platform. And that's why you had things like Daredevil, Punisher, and all them things. They got terminated. And Disney, in the contract, Disney could use that after I think 2-3 years. 4 years.
That's why Charlie Cox and them went off and did other things.
Yeah. So with that, other studios were like, well, if Disney gonna do that, we might as well do that. So you had HBO, you had Peacock, you had Paramount. So everything started taken off Netflix. So Netflix had to do their own productions. So it's kind of like ruined the whole, like, everyone's not got money to pay for this, for that, for this. Of course. So
how much streaming platforms do you have?
Amazon, Netflix, Paramount comes free with Sky Movies.
So which is Paramount everyone?
So yeah, Amazon and Netflix.
I've got Amazon. Prime. Sorry, so Prime. Netflix. Paramount. Apple TV.
Is this what you pay for in terms of subscriptions?
Yeah, obviously Paramount don't count because it comes out through Sky.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably at 4 or 5. I'd have to look at my thing. So, what was the question you're going to ask? Sorry about.
So, how does everyone feel about the idea? Let's say if Netflix has it, and if they have their way, it will probably downsize cinemas, as in people going to cinemas. I know cinemas is expensive at the moment. It's been expensive for a while.
I don't pay for cinema tickets. It's already a problem.
Me neither. But that's not here or there. But
I pay for popcorn. I don't pay for cinema tickets.
Popcorn's teeth as well.
But in cinema, it's crazy.
I'll go test that one.
I pay for popcorn and a drink.
No, but even when people say, "Oh, you can't bring your popcorn,"
no, you can.
How are they going to stop you?
You can.
The most I paid in cinema, like for tickets and everything, £52. My head was hot, bro.
52.
Me and someone else, fucking, the 2 tickets.
Was that every man's cinema or something?
No, it was a cinema in Wandsworth, bro. I was like, wow.
52.
One time when I was a kid, I went to the cinema. And like, you know, you do the pick and mix thing. And you put it in the bag.
No, I don't touch that. Because bare kids are over that, like, and I like
breathing over that. People grab it with their hands.
So imagine I've bought it. Yeah, I've like. And I remember I got to the front, and the guy said, "Yeah, it'll be £15." But I'm thinking, let me just pay it.
No, I've never paid it. That.
But this is in year 7, year 8. My mum's giving me like £30 to go to the cinema. Oof. When I go outside,
Mum made that money back on the block.
A customer waiting for him.
And I go outside and offer my boy one of the sweets.
Phone was ringing off while he's still on it.
Trap phone.
Offer my boy one of the sweets. You don't want that. Slapped out of my hand. Everything dropped on the floor.
I'm telling my boy to
go
back in there and buy my sweets.
What about Red Bull?
And then the worst thing is, we was going to the cinema to watch. I can't remember what film it was. I think it was The Last King of Scotland. But I think Last King of Scotland was
Last King of Nigeria. That was about to happen.
Last King of Scotland was. I think it was it a 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15. Yeah. And we're 7, year 8, I think.
You couldn't even get in.
Yeah, so we couldn't get in, right? The guys asked us. He said, "How old are you?" We said 15. He's about to let us in, but the same boy to slap the stuff out of my hand.
And this is childish.
Yeah.
Said no.
Because he wanted to go and see Night in a museum.
What?
He said, we're not 15, we're 13.
That's not your friend.
I was like, you see, when I went to see an anime movie the other day in Pearly.
I think it makes me angry now, bro. I promise you it does.
I
promise you it makes me angry.
Wait. Did you end up seeing the film?
Nope.
As in,
No,
like, in
you had
general?
to go watch Night in the museum.
No. As in, like...
Never seen the film ever. I've never seen it.
Oh, right.
Never seen the film. Because he wanted to go and see Night in the museum. He's done that online.
Ben Stiller.
That's just... I remember... And this is the thing,
Williams.
like... I can't remember the film like that because I was sleeping. But that's the thing, like with me, when I go cinema, there's only one time I've been to cinemas and I haven't slept. And
I slept for 6 months. I had to watch it back at home.
And that was because the movie...
I feel like the first 45 minutes, missed the middle part and walked up on the last part. I was tired. I rewatched the movie at home. I watched it at home.
Okay.
And that's because for me, the movie was so shit.
What movie
I
is
actually
it?
stayed away.
Museum.
St. Trinians.
Oh my god, you've seen St. Trinians?
Yeah.
You're moving mad.
St. Trinians. I was with someone and we went to go watch it. She wanted to watch it.
By the way, I knew you were going to go to watch St. Trinians.
I could not believe what I was watching.
So they're in a school uniform, innit?
Yeah. I could not believe it.
I think the only film I fell asleep to is Mothman Prophecies.
No. When I went to your point, when I went to see an anime movie recently, I think it wasn't Demon Slayer. It was... Ooh, it might have been Chainsaw Man. It might have been decent. Yeah, I think it was Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. When I went, all these kids were trying to like swing, like bamboozle their way in. There's a guy that works there. I think he's got autism in it because he repeats himself crazy. If you ain't got ID, you're not getting in. Bare kids just there because I think the movies are 18, innit?
Yeah.
Bare the kids are like 15, 16, 17. Myth.
The kids don't even look their age no more, man.
No, but they look young.
They look young.
They look young, innit? I'm like, ugh, poor kids. I just walked in. I thought I had my ticket already. If I don't want to see a cinema movie, I order the ticket anyway.
Me too.
It's on my phone. I just go there, grab popcorn, and just walk in.
Yep.
It depends, because like, I hate going Pearly, but Pearly's parking is free. But Bromley's nice, but I have to go pay for parking, so it depends.
Oh, okay.
What's your... Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the favourite cinema you've been?
Bromley's beautiful. So then...
You like Bromley?
Bromley's beautiful.
Which one in Bromley?
The view in Bromley. So as you come into Bromley, it's like there's steps that go all the way up. It's beautiful. The view is there. It's nice.
I'll go to the View in Angel.
Because you know there's the other cinema in Bromley. I think there's two cinemas
I
in
don't know the
Bromley.
Bromley one. So there's that one.
Yeah.
There's an Everyman in West Norwood, which is nice.
I've been to that one.
There's an Everyman in
I
Crystal
saw
Palace.
Avengers Endgame there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw in one of them.
We packed out that cinema, boy.
I went to the worst cinema in the world. It
What,
was
Peckerplex?
Oh, it was great. I haven't even been there.
I've been there twice.
I haven't been there. That's great.
I saw Black Panther in there for the.
No, but you know what? There was one, because it's funny you said that, because there's one in Catford Frontline where UCKG is. There was a cinema there. That was a cinema. But no, the worst cinema I've been to was Odeon in Leicester Square. I think it was like Leicester Square. It was old and...
I've been there once, but
when
did you
go there?
I went there 2017.
So then...
Yeah, they've done it off since then.
Yeah, I can't remember who I went there with. And we was like, what?
The story I could tell you about that one, I could never tell on this mic. I'll be real with you.
That.
Yeah, I could never tell you about the story. Impossible.
You know when people talk... No, I think I know what the story is. But
Yeah,
I just want to say, when
when
people talk about doing them kind of things in the cinema, that's risky business, bro.
Of course it was.
But back then, it wasn't that risky, you know.
That is... listen, man. Listen, that's too risky, man. It's too risky.
But that's what sometimes...
Actually, no. You know, talking about risky business, yeah? Remember years ago, when my boy used to work in a phone shop, yeah? And people would just leave... You drop your phone and get it fixed. And then people would just leave their wayward videos.
Oh,
boys get the phone like... I used to screen record it. I said, "You're nasty. You're bad buying. You're bad buying."
You know what tends to happen? Because obviously, worked in phone shops. What happens is, yeah.
You've worked in the mall.
Wait, have you worked in a phone shop?
No, so you've worked in the mall.
Oh, I thought you said you worked.
I've never worked in a phone shop.
I've worked in basically all of them. Yeah, basically every phone shop apart from O2. I think, yeah, apart from O2. But cool. What people would do?
O2 EE now, no?
No.
Yes. O2's linked up with 3.
I thought O2 linked up with Orange and then added to EE.
No, Orange linked up with EE.
Oh, Orange linked up with EE. O2 linked up with 3.
Okay, cool, bro.
So yeah, no. What was it? Vodafone's linked up with 3.
I beg my check.
O2 might have linked up with EE. You know.
I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
So.
I just want to
make
sure.
I think O2 might have linked up with EE or BT or one of it. Wait.
BT owns EE.
BT owns EE.
O2 EE merger.
Yeah.
There isn't a direct O2 and EE merger. Instead, Vodafone and 3 merged.
O2 is famously linked with Virgin Media. Okay. That's it.
So
I remember. Yeah, Virgin Media O2. That's the it's to do with like what's the word?
Signals.
No, not even signals. It's to do with coverage. So you've got to link up with a bigger to get the. But yeah, so 3 is with I just said it right now, Vodafone.
Yes.
But yeah, so what will happen is people come in. Oh, my internet's not working. And you'll get like young women, young girls, like women. Not girls, women like 20s, early 30s. Oh yeah, my phone's not working. Like, okay, cool. Go on their phone. My internet's not loading up. I don't know why. It's really slow. Okay, cool. 120 tabs open. I've seen madness. One, I will never forget. In Putney, there was a white woman that came and said, my internet is not working on my phone. Naturally, when that happens, you just go to see, check the tabs, there's bare tabs, it's just making it run slow. You just close the tabs down. Clicked on the tab things.
No incognito.
Animal porn.
No incognito.
No, this is bare tabs. Animal porn.
Bestiality.
I could not believe it. I could not believe it. So imagine now, like, obviously I don't look through every single thing, but when you click on the history, it loads up and you see what the history. It shows what the history is, isn't it? So you just close all of it. I gave it back to her and I'm like, oh yeah, I think it's because you had too many things loaded up. She was like, oh, did I really? What's loaded up? I was like, oh, I don't know. It's just lots of stuff. I gave it back to her. I remember thinking, wow, this is what you're into. Wow.
The world spinning in.
And I was just like, what? And bro, I was, huh? And what?
My boy used to have like, when boy used to record it, it used to be a thing that was like, he used to record like people's camera rolls and they weren't even hidden. And I was thinking, you lose your phone, bro. It's like, just them just doing like.
Imagine that, yeah. That is crazy. Because even like, speak. I remember.
Is that King Music?
Yeah.
Second year of uni, I've gone to Luton Uni, Bedfordshire, Luton, to visit my boy.
Bedford or Luton?
Luton, Bedfordshire, but the Luton campus.
I would have been there.
I've been to the Bedfordshire one as well.
I would have been there, I think, but I would have been commuting.
Yeah, this was 2000 and it was my second year of uni, so first year of uni, so 2012.
Yeah, I still would have been there.
Yeah, you would have been. Yeah, you
would have been there for half the year, and then I moved back and commuted.
So I've gone there, and he was living in
Butte Court.
No, so it was the accommodations, the new ones that was by every time the planes go by, the phone signal goes, and it's near the Iceland.
Oh yeah, I know what.
And it's like it's like the proper they're like the done up ones, with the new ones. Yeah. And then he's taken me to.
I know it's called. That was a nice building. You go in, it's like an open plan.
Yeah. It starts with a W or something like that. Yeah. So he's taken me.
I got caught in there once. I let one go after a rave, like, and I went back to a room, and then bam, I went outside at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I was like, madness, but yeah.
So
I was so vexed. I'm like, shit.
He said like I need to get some of my songs mixed in his boy knows how to mix music, and them times I didn't know how to do it. So our boy's taken me to the halls. And you probably know these halls. They're run down. The walls are like green, old, and there's a security guard by the gate.
Yes, that's beautiful. It's by the train station.
Yeah. Security guard, and you can't get in. Yeah, without that. Yeah, you got to find it.
I remember getting in trouble because there was. I've told this story before. There was snow, and man, were all outside throwing snow. I have a snowball fight at like 10:30. Then I got a noise pollution letter, and I'm like, hold on a second. So I got noise pollution letter, and there's 30 men outside,
It's
and I'm the
very
only
outside,
one.
Yeah.
But I know who snitched, and I never talked about you again. So I'm muting my class. I was like, you're boring because you want to come outside and play in the snow. Never talked about you ever again in my life.
I think those might be the worst halls I've ever seen.
No, there's one worse than it.
Which
So
one?
there's that one. There's another one which is like a 3-minute walk away. So when you walk past the train station, you walk past Butte Court, you walk down, there's a bookie, you turn left, and there's one there. And then there's another one. Take it seriously, I've been in Luton in like 10 years. There's another one which is shit. So it's in Luton, but it's on the skirts. Like where the Iceland is, you keep walking past the Iceland on the other side, and there's halls there.
I wonder if those halls are still... Wait.
Butte Court's still there. But they renamed Butte Court to Lee Court.
How do you spell it?
Bute. But they renamed it to Lee Halls. I think it's Lea.
Luke Halls. I think.
Butte Court.
Oh, Butte. Oh.
Butte. Bute. But I think I remember I swapped my bed around in the room, so that I have more room. So you know where underneath the desk, I turned it that way so my legs would be underneath the desk. But then it's a single bed, bro. I just had more room. If not, then you've got more room.
But yeah, so I've gone to these halls anyway. They were proper. Oh no, they're worse than this. It was proper run down. It was like a prison.
Yeah, most of them look like prison.
So I've gone there anyway, and I'm cool. I'm chilling with the guy. He's showing me how to mix vocals. He's helped me out. Literally like 2 months later, he gets arrested. My boy sends me an article. Child, whatever on his, he got caught with 2,000 images.
Yikes!
I could not believe it, bro. Like, and that's why you see when people, like, even when my dad or my mom says to me, oh, can you help me with my phone? I'm not looking at I don't want to see no one's history. Because I don't want to see something that's going to make me think, huh?
So, I learned ages ago when people are like, oh yeah, doing that, so go on. I can't vouch for what man do behind closed doors. Yeah. I just can't.
And that's what it is for me. I can't vouch for people on what they do.
Wait,
what they do behind closed doors.
How did we get here?
It's just a deviation. Why?
It's because we were talking about Netflix.
It's just a deviation.
But I got something to talk about new.
Go
on. And I think this is to happen before the World Cup.
Go on.
UK tourists to US would have to reveal 5 years of social media activity under new Trump plan.
Oh, please.
I know there's been whispers of this before.
I know when they go to America, they ask you, what do you think about the president? Now.
Why is that important?
Because he's an egomaniac. And if you say anything mad, or you're like, yeah, don't really like the president, they won't let you in the country. I'll just say democracy, you voted for him, he's in charge.
5 years of social media activity. Are you okay? Phone numbers and email addresses.
Have you ever been through your Twitter and just seen what you've written?
Yeah, sometimes.
What I've written? Oh, and it pops up. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm bugging because I'm trying to find these calls.
I deleted bare.
Old school stuff.
Yeah, slander on there. Oh, they've made the halls look better though. Some of them look way better.
There's a specific one that it looked like a prison.
I know what one they're talking about. If it's one by the gate, as you walk into Luton, that's Butte Court. It's Lee Halls.
Not as you walk into Lee Halls.
It's Lee Halls. It's Butte Court. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the name of it.
LEA.
LEA.
Halls.
That is it.
Yeah.
It was the worst halls I've seen in my life, bro. I could not believe it.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. What, so the top, up, right, there. You have to put this on the video, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So you see that hall? Say my window. So Mark, for example, go up, please, Mark. Thing. You see, like, click on that picture to make like. I think that's what it's meant to be doing. Just prick on that. Just put block and yeah. So for example, you see where that blue door is? I'll be the first window. I'll be that first window there. I was on ground floor, bro.
Bro, it was so bad.
My name said do.
Did you have a tap? Did you have a tap in that in your room? Yeah.
No. Tap? No.
Like a sink.
Not that I remember. No.
It was shocking. I remember being there thinking, what the hell is this? Nah, man. Like I was like, nah, this is crazy.
So you see what that looks like? Got up. You're home away from home. Where it was, yeah, where you're home away from home. I turned my bed long way so it go underneath the desk, so I had more.
Do you remember what colour your walls were?
Blue or white?
Yeah, it was like blue.
Yeah,
it was like blue. Yeah.
Awful place.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Mark.
nah. Firstly, to go back to your question. I'm not surprised because you're an egomaniac. Secondly, I don't think my granddad is in America, and if I'm going to back my granddad, I'll back him in Jamaica. I will not be doing it in America. And yeah, he came out and said the other day, black people love him because they like me because I'm real.
And he
and
said
black
something
people
about
have been scammed.
Yeah.
Can't be angry. They got rid of MLK. He got rid of MLK Day as well in Juneteenth.
Oh, he's definitely got rid of it.
It's gone. Yeah, gone. MLK Day and Juneteenth are gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long is he in power for?
Well, if he changes the rule, I think he can be in power for as long as he fucking wants.
Yowza.
Welcome to democracy. That's how democracy works. Find a loophole and build from it. Do you want to talk about the social media ban in Australia?
Yeah.
Before we shoot.
Because that links in.
So
Australia, I think this is going to be a test for other countries as well. They're the first to move with this new law. They've made history, a media ban for under 16s targeting platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Snapchat, Kick, Twitch.
Threads is still a thing?
Yeah.
So it's Kick? Wow.
TikTok, Reddit and YouTube. Under the new legislation, companies not users are held accountable, facing fines up to 49.5 million for breaches. Parents and children won't be penalised, but platforms must implement an age verification and safety measures.
Another way to get your information.
Yeah.
Cool. Gabriel, what's your thoughts on this?
I just don't agree with the whole police and stuff.
Totalitarian state. I think.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I already said here with this whole, even with the.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Let him finish.
Sorry.
Pause.
No, go on, because I could.
No, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. That should have been in place, like when these things came into it. When Facebook or the social media things came into it,
yeah,
there should have been a certain rule from back then.
That prevented.
Doing it now, I feel like it's just. Oh.
Do you know what? I'm all for not a lawless society, but I'm all for cool. Yes, I believe children have to be protected from certain things. Definitely, children have to be protected from certain things. But I think I'm all for putting the responsibility on the parents to do that.
Thanks. A
Rather
lot of
than,
parents don't understand how social media works.
Because I'll give you a perfect example. When I was young, I know what I was watching. And I know what I was watching was not suitable for my age.
You're trash.
And my mum knew what I was watching wasn't suitable for my age. But guess what she didn't do? She didn't stop me from watching these things because she always said that I teach my children the difference between right and wrong. So even if they see wrong, it's not going to be like, oh, we're going to replicate wrong. I remember when I was young watching Boys and... I shouldn't be watching Boys in the Hood when I'm a kid.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be watching... I shouldn't be watching Menace to Society when I'm a kid.
Running down bare Rickies.
There's bare songs we shouldn't be listening to as kids. Bare songs. Like, I shouldn't be listening to Tweet Oh My as a kid. What? Whoa! What am I doing listening to that? I shouldn't be listening to Missy Elliott 1 Minute Man as a kid.
Bang on.
I shouldn't be listening to Cisco and Lil Kim as a kid.
Fong Song?
No. How many licks?
No, but I'm saying Fong Song.
Fong Song. I shouldn't be listening to Fong Song as a kid. These aren't things that Nelly Hot in Hair as a kid. I should not be listening to these things as a kid. Right? But with me, my mum was just like, no, yeah, my kids can listen to this because it's out there in the world.
The other song, Nelly, if you want to go and take a ride with me for free.
Yeah. That song. Like, my mum's always been like, you know what? It's out there. So I'm not going to hide my kids from something that's out there. It's music. It's so secular. Like, you can't do anything about that. It's going to be in the world. It'll be on the radio, but just cleaned up. So why not? I'll listen to Mystical. Why am I listening to Mystical and I'm a kid?
I came in with my hand.
Yeah, like, I shouldn't be listening to...
Would you say children shouldn't be given a phone until a certain age?
I was gonna say yes, but I'm gonna say no because I think things are getting dangerous for kids. So I think if kids need to call the police or call an adult on their way home and they don't have a phone, I think that is problematic.
I have to buy a brick for the youth, bro.
I think your kids should have a phone, but yes, I think it should be a brick. I don't think it should be like a smartphone. But at the same time, we say that, but remember, not even that. Remember, this is a digital era.
Mm-hmm.
Your kid can't be slow when it comes to
but you can still
digital technology.
You can still learn how to use technology.
Of course.
I just think
kids are advanced. They're advanced when it comes to this.
That's not my argument. You can still have a smartphone of an iPhone quality and still give someone an average smartphone, which is cheap to use.
Which is cheap. Oh yeah, of course, of course. It won't be like
you're not putting your child in danger on a bus because you've pulled out a phone that's...
I might even just give my child a brick phone and we'll have a little tablet in the house that he can use when he wants to. Yeah, like for leisure, like just to have fun. But if it's an emergency thing, I want you to have a brick phone because no one's going to want to steal that phone if it's a brick phone as well. So I want it to be...
Other people say, wouldn't the child get bullied?
For having a brick phone?
You know how kids are sometimes. They'll just be like, "Oh, your parents are poor."
But this is the thing, though. If my child was like me, it's not even possible. Because I was
in trouble.
But Gabriel, you can't. Nigerian people are the proudest people on the planet, bro. You're not gonna... Nigerians will believe they're better than you. But a Nigerian... I watched an interview the other day where a Nigerian man said he's a better rapper than Kendrick and J. Cole.
Yeah, probably.
Never heard this man. Who's that?
He'll probably say something.
That's the level of arrogance you have to have. He's like, yeah, they can rap. Like, I think Drake won that battle. I was like, what? It's like, you're being a contrarian. I'm not being a contrarian. I just think, and I was like, that's the type of mentality Nigerian people have. Like,
we just like that's the thing. Like, where we do have that proudness, but it's like your parents would always send you to school and be like, be confident. If someone says this to you, you stand up straight away. You don't wait for the second violation. You don't wait for the third violation. Because I've noticed in life, and you definitely noticed it.
Banks like this. Nip it in the bud from early.
Get-go.
So man them know I'm not the person to play with. And there's certain times where Collins will be like, Banks will be like, oh, I mean, it's whatever.
It's like
even... There's times that they'll say certain things, they'll be like, nah, watch your mouth. And I see him bug straight away. He lets people know, I'm not a dickhead. This is what it is. Watch your mouth.
It's even like, when you go to work, I tell people like, from what I've understood from 9 to 5s working in my life, the first time the manager tries to take the piss out of you by maybe pushing some extra work to you or something that you shouldn't be doing, but they're clearly taking the piss, you kind of got to nip it in the butt. Or if they say something to you, or if they're aggressive or a tone, cool, you can take it later on. Yeah, I just wanna have a word with you quickly. Cool. I don't appreciate the way you spoke to me earlier. I do not appreciate the tone you took up. I understand this is what you were trying to get across, but I don't appreciate being spoken to like that.
I handle
simple.
Whether it's with a female, whether it's with a colleague, or whether it's with family, everything's handled the same way. People deviate what is and what isn't based on people paying you. Which means you can be easily bought. I don't care if I'm being paid by a corporation. You're not going to disrespect me. I'm going to pull you aside.
Yeah.
There's probably a little bit more grace I would show someone who I'm in a relationship with or people. But sometimes I'll be like, do you want me to be honest? And then they're like, yeah, I'll be real. Don't cry after because I've given you the platform of it being like, do you want me to be honest? Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
No, I remember 2 kids used to try and bully me. And one day I had enough. I think one threw me to the floor and I got up and punched his head off, boy.
Yeah.
And the other one just stood there like...
Yeah, still, you got to crash out sometimes.
From there, didn't trouble me again.
Yeah, you got to crash out sometimes. You got to crash out. It's what it is.
Back to your point though, my thing is this. With the social media stuff, so TikTok was it China?
It's banned, isn't it?
It's not banned. It's a Chinese company. It's Korean or
different.
There's a what do you call it blocker on it. So you put your date of birth in it. It only shows you
appropriate.
It shows you appropriate stuff. So it'll show you how to make food. It will show you how to make ganj and whatever. And then once you get to an older age, it unlocks more stuff. So you're not.
But women ruined TikTok, by the way.
How so?
Because TikTok was just kids dancing and that, and then they want to come and first track on it. Like that, it was never for that purpose. Because remember, it was during lockdown when all them little nasty trends started.
Put your hand on my
yeah,
shoulder.
I ain't even go walk in with my tool out.
It's getting
Yeah,
too
or
loud,
I got a small waist, pretty face with a bit. All of them things there.
The way you said that, I was like, how's that song going again? I was like, I just hit my head.
With all of them things there was like they've destroyed what it. Because I remember before lockdown, TikTok was for kids. It was a little childish. All of a sudden now, silhouette challenge. Huh?
Man, figured out how to move that red light anyway, bro.
Bro, like I'm a kid just going through TikTok,
Man, figured out how to move the red
and
light.
now I see silhouette challenge. Huh? Where did this come from? They ruin things naturally. So when they talk about over sexualization, I'm like, no, don't stop saying people over sexualizing you when you are the ones going to apps for little kids and you're doing nonsense. Now TikTok's a nasty app, bro.
I've never had TikTok, so I can't speak on it. I agree with what you say that we have to apply more pressure on parents to nullify what is appropriate for their ages. Because I feel when I was a kid, but when I used to stay at my stepmom's house, man, I was playing Grand Theft Free. I was playing Grand Theft. Like, when I think about it now, like, even like gun game, they was like, oh, you're playing gun games? I'm like, no, you're not doing that. Like, my nephew's 14 now. My nephew probably used to drill music because of his dad. I don't, even from young, I don't play drill music around kids. Bro.
Unfortunately, it's gonna sound chauvinistic what I'm saying. As long as women exist in this world, yeah, it doesn't matter how clean or how PG a platform or social media, or they would find a way to sneak something in. It's like with Twitch. Remember what Twitch is for? Playing fucking video games.
Yeah.
Yeah? All of a sudden there's titty streamers.
Is there?
Oh, yeah, that's like, it's a thing, like, bro, like, they're literally called titty streamers. They would come online.
Titty streamers.
Like, people call them titty streamers. Like, they would do stuff like this.
Oh.
They would do, like, just randomly, like, just, or they would, like, paint over their breasts or something, and, like, because you can get past the guidelines. Or they would do, like, FIFA strip challenges whilst it's like, bro, what are you doing? They would find ways to bypass this, and it's just because selling thingy is a thing they do. Like, it is what it is. Like, if you look at like, I don't want to say family members, but if you look at friends you have, female friends, they're on their social media selling sex. They're on their social.
I know what you're saying contextually.
I know what you're saying.
They're on their social medias selling sex. You might like that's what they're doing. They say, oh yeah, when I don't get a response and so on, I'll post a thirst trap. What's a thirst? Men don't post thirst. It's like I've never heard of a man posting a thirst trap. And if men do that, they're quite bizarre.
I know a few men that do that.
They're quite like, that's a very like, it's a strange. A man will post something looking good, but to post a first trap.
That's subjective. Looking good, like.
No, but I'm not gonna like. If a man was to just post like his joint print just out there, like, that's weird. I don't know anyone that takes photos like that.
There was a time where guys are doing the whole jogging bottoms.
The thing is, but those are isolated situations.
He's saying it on volume.
Yeah, but like
the volume.
I could show you. I could go on my Instagram now, and every girl I know has pictures where they've got them see-through dresses with their breasts out. It's just there, bro, with their cheeks out. It's there. Cool, but it's a norm for women to do that, though.
Only years ago, a girl asked me, "Oh, you don't really like to dress up things for women, do you?" I said, "No, why?" I was like, "Because the internet exists and people ruined it. People wear necklaces. People wear like sexy outfits to the shop, bro. Like, like especially like back in the day when you used to have them magazines like Zoo magazine or whatever on the top shelf. They disbanded them. Then it became free to see on the internet. When you're so used to seeing half naked women on the internet, you don't flinch like everybody else. It don't flinch. And
this is the thing. Listen, you go, girl, if that's what you want to do. I'm not saying don't do it. Do what you want to do. If that empowers you, but just understand this is where it is. Don't act like you don't know where it is.
It doesn't make it exciting anymore.
Yeah, but I guess their whole thing is they don't care.
We've been on the planet a long time, so
I guess their whole thing is how the feminists would argue is, well, our body shouldn't be used as a tool for your pleasure or blah. But okay, but
There's
we're men
kids on the
though,
internet.
innit? Yeah, but not even that. We're
argument
men.
is there's kids on the internet.
Yeah, and we're men, so our brains are,
I just say, bro, there's kids on the internet. I don't think it's appropriate for kids.
And it's bro, there's mothers breastfeeding their kids.
I don't have a problem with that.
Right? No. Mothers breastfeeding their kids to promote their OnlyFans.
That's dark.
Because they can get away with. There's a woman online right now.
See what you said to us about content. You've got to finish.
There's a woman online right now, and I know her name because I've seen her pop up on my on your research about breast milk. Her name
is. Can I ask you 2 questions?
Yeah.
Is she black, and is she a vegan?
What's her name? Her name is Miss. And I know because I see like this back in the day, and she had a video where she had she contracted a disease, and it was all over TikTok. Oh, this woman, right? She is a S worker. She's there posting these like this is what she does, stuff like that. She's using her kid to. You know what I'm saying? She's using her kid to do this. There are twins right now.
One more question. She's American, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are English twins right now, right?
I think I know which twins you're talking about.
That I've come. I promise you, bro. During lockdown, I used to see their content. They was just making friendly content, and they would do content with their dad. They would do like I think they're like half Zimbabwean or something. You know, like early TikTok. They usually see their content. They was fine. Now they're doing OnlyFans content.
Oh, I saw this.
They're doing OnlyFans content together. Look, it's madness. It is, I'm telling you, it's madness, bro. And people put their stuff on Twitter and whatnot and what they're doing together, and they're doing this together. They're making OnlyFans content together. But they was clean TikTok girls. Early TikTok days.
Do you think attention is the new drug?
Of course.
Of course, the new drug is the drug.
Of course, but it's become normalized for women to sell that part of themselves. It's become normalized for women to sell.
But then some people would say there wasn't an audience for it. They wouldn't get as far.
But there would probably be an audience for guys walking around with their joints out. But it doesn't mean guys are going to do it. There'll probably be an audience for. There's probably an audience for men doing all kinds of stuff, but it doesn't mean they're going to do it. Don't get it twisted. There are audiences for things that men do. Like women might like to see men in nice cars, and okay, cool. So guys are trying to get cars for women. But I'm talking to the extent where not borderline, it's incest.
Yeah.
You're doing this, and you used to make clean content before, but now you've just gone mad. And I would have never thought, looking at their content from early doors, because I used to not watch their content, but I used to come across it. You would have never thought these girls would turn out to be doing what they're doing. It's insane, bro. So it's like, that just shows me...
Attention, innit?
That just shows me how quickly things can graduate.
I saw them on someone's stream the other day.
Yeah.
There was
DDG and Deshae.
Oh, okay, cool.
I saw that clip.
Yeah. I was thinking, bro, because I remember them saying, it's like, when you said Zimbabwean twins, I was like, my brain started to ring, and I'm like, yeah, he was like, oh, you, like, yeah, you don't know. It's like, yeah, we're half English, half Zimbabwean, like, and he was saying, oh, like, it's weird because, did you post it on, either you posted it on WTC, or someone posted about our English, about them knowing where they're from and whatever, I can't remember what it was.
Oh, no, definitely did.
I think I saw it in the Shade Room.
There you go, there's the answer.
I just, oh yeah. But
I don't follow them, they must come up on my For You page or something.
It's, bro, like, for me, that just, all that sort of stuff. I'm not, listen, kudos, if this is what you're into, incest, I think, that's going too far, but if this is what you're into.
Get me out your group chat.
Like, if you're,
Get me in your group chat.
Oh, yeah, literally, like. But it's man.
only gonna get worse.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, everyone's trying to safeguard.
Protect your kids, bro.
Everyone's trying to safeguard and protect kids, and there's no point. There's no point. Because even if you look at like, we posted there's a music video.
When pod finishes, I'm gonna tell you a safeguard story. I'm not doing that pod.
Cool. There's that music, that song. Take me through there. Take me through there. Cool.
Yeah.
But they're all twerking in front of kids in that video, though. There's all kids in the video. There's all the women twerking in front of kids. It's normal now for kids to look at people twerking. I've seen videos of kids.
I've seen videos of their mums twerking and the child's just there, just like.
I've seen videos of kids.
You're desensitizing your child.
Listening to TikToks, and they're about to get into a position to start twerking. I've seen stuff like this, bro. It's online. Mothers record this and they think it's cute that their child does a little twerking dance, and it's a little kid like 3 years old. But the kid's just doing what the kid's seeing. And the mother's, oh, this is cute online. Oh, this is cute. I'm going to post this. But they just get away with it. Like, they just,
sickness, anyway.
Like, they just get, like, it's crazy to me, man. And that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with all of that sort of stuff, because they're just going to find a way to bypass it anyway. Yeah. It's just going to get long.
Even the porn stuff they've done and whatever. People still watch porn without having to put their details on the internet.
Yeah, people put it
he does it.
It's episode 250 of DSP Podcast. You find DSP on your favourite DSPs, my personal favourite YouTube. You find mine, Mark, Kay, and Gabriel's information in the description.
Paints the room with the velvet tone. Reese drops gems like a rolling stone. 2 drinks left, his voice a saxophone. Late night wisdom feels like home. Voices weave like threads of silk, sipping thoughts like honey milk. Different strokes, one soul, one vibe. Talking life, we thrive, we survive. Different stripes where minds collide. Pour it out, let the truth reside. Conversations deep like ocean floors. Stories knocking on unspoken doors. They crack the code, rewrite the lore. Each word lingers, leaving us wanting more. At gapes with the strange takes. They take the dark, make it shine. Every moment feels divine. It's one soul, one vibe. Talking life, we thrive, we survive. Different strokes where minds collide. Pour it out, let the truth reside.